98.7% of men do not have a standard.
When you aim low, you hit it all the time. Subscribe. Let's talk about it.
I've said it plenty of times before, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all women understand it. Men, most men, by the way, not all men, but most men, when I say most men, I'm talking about 98.7% of men do not have a standard. They might have a preference, and 9 times out of 10, that preference ain't even available to them. Their preference is not even available to them. Hence why you'll go through a man's phone and realize there's no such thing as a woman that don't get niggas. Like when y'all be like, oh, I get niggas, or oh, you don't get niggas. We all get niggas. These niggas are available to all of us. Yes, they fuck fat bitches down to the ground. They fuck them down to the floor. The only time in which a man has this standard is on social media. Us dark-skinned bitches pull the same type of nigga you light-skinned bitches pull. My ex-husband's mama had like 9 or 10 kids before her current husband married her and is currently taking care of her financially. Now, whether he's a good nigga or not, how many of these niggas really are good niggas? That's not the question. But she still got a nigga to come in and take care of all her kids and pay her bills. These niggas are accessible to all of us, okay? To all of us. 9 times out of 10, there's no such thing as a man being off limits to you. There's no such thing.
There's a bunch of men off limits to you. I know, listen, I know it sounds good and it makes sense. But like we said in the beginning, when you aim low, you hit it all the time. If the criteria is just to have a man there, you have men in and around you right now willing to do whatever. You see it all the time. OnlyFans is the greatest example of that, where you have people, sometimes regular people with regular jobs, donating $30, $40, $50, $80,000 in the hopes of meeting this person. You have people draining their 401k in the hopes of meeting this creator, talking to other men posing as her. They know it, but it still does not stop them from doing so. You got men donating to these women, talking to it and known AI, and still continuing because they're obsessed with the fantasy. You've got plenty of guys like that. The difference is you would never be proud to show this man off. You don't respect him. You don't love him. It's a thing of convenience because this is what is around you. This is what is allowable. This is a fine thing for you to do, for you to accept. Let's just stop taking that comparison and breaking wide with it. You take that analysis and you say, this is all men. None of them are off limits. So then why don't you have a man that's actually respectable? Why do you have women right now out here complaining they can't find a man that meets their standards? If they're all accessible, then it should not be an issue whatsoever. You've got men that look at fat women and say, absolutely not. It's not for me. I'm one of them. That's not my preference. That's not what I want. It's a standard in my life because it's a reflection of the rest of the standards in my life. I don't want to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I don't want to go to the gym damn near every day. I don't want to do this physical activity. There's times I wake up, I'm completely exhausted, but I set a standard. On this channel, we started with discipline, the standard. We're going to commit to 2 videos a day, 2 shorts a day, and sometimes we exceed that. It's the standard. Men absolutely live by standards. The problem is it becomes one of access. Men that don't have a standard, they're plentiful. They're all around you. They're absolutely all around you. Yeah, they're going to accept someone with 9 kids and saying, I'm just lonely. And if now I suddenly have access to you because I've been pining over you for X amount of years, it doesn't matter what your standard of living is. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, because I never had the self-confidence. I never had the abundance mindset in myself to say, let me go and do better for my own life. Of course I'll accept that. Of course I'm happy to see that and say, this must be good for me. It's finally my chance. I should be happy to be here. You see these type of men that are living with women, they're borrowing their cars. That's always accessible. But then you come out to the wider market and you complain, these men are bums. Well, it's the bum that you had a baby with. It's the bum that you had 1, 2, 3 kids with, but this man is a bum. He hasn't gotten a job. This is because you're aiming low. Don't look at the rest of us and say, well, this is how the rest of you may be. Again, this is not to say that you have successful men that aren't into fat women. I'm talking about my own preference, my own standard. I've got great, good friends, successful. This is what they like. They're doing exactly what she says they're doing. They're putting them through the mattress. I look at them, hey, that's your standard. That's what you want. But you know, over here, we do different. And so each their own to determine that. But when you look at those successful men and type of women they actually get married to, you see a through line. You don't see a lot of heavy women. You don't see a lot of unhealthy women around. I'll leave the colorism to you, right? You see the successful community, they're still race loyal. They're still choosing women that look like them, their skin color. The data's there. But when you want to speak and justify from your point of view, you'll use anything, and it's fine to use that. We can't stop you. Listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. We're still trying to, show the discipline, right? Show that we have a standard. So hype the video, share the video. We got some merch in the store. So listen, again, there's nothing wrong with what you want. There's nothing wrong. We're never here to tell you you're wrong for wanting this type of thing. All we're saying for men, I want you to have the options and the privilege of selecting those options that you have available to you. Do the work so you get to say, this is what I want. And if I can't have it, I'm fine not having anything. I'm not going to settle. Oh, we went out to the club and I couldn't pull anything, but it's a slow Tuesday. It's a slow Tuesday in Vegas. Let me just accept whatever. Not saying that the only thing available is fat, but this is not your speed. It's not your type. It's not what you want. It's not what you really would be attracted to anyway. Go home. Go home. I'd rather that than attach myself to someone who I'm going to regret in the cold light of day. This is a standard for me, right? This is how my pride shows up and says, anyone that you are with becomes a reflection of you. When someone sees that person outside on their own, enjoying their life, and they see and they know there's a connection, I want them to be like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because of what I know about him, the way he holds himself, this is the truth. But again, back to her claims. This happens when you're around people that also, that really don't have standards. That they're willing to accept anything because, well, they're not going anywhere. They don't have much of a future ahead of them. That is an abundance. No one ever gets credit for picking something that's in abundance. We see it, we know it's there, cool. It costs you nothing to do that. It costs you nothing. Even the wealthy guy that likes bigger women, you still got to qualify. You still got to meet his other standards. Men have standards. You just don't want to hear it. You just look at the data in front of you saying, well, we get niggas too. Okay. Man with standards is never a nigga. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos, of course. Listen to my voice now. You haven't subscribed. I think you should. I'm just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.